bring in Kasim Reed, the mayor of Atlanta. Mr. Mayor, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you, man?
I'm fine, thank you. Let's get right to the most important question. There seems to be great debate over the answer of this one. Mr. Mayor, did you have the information you needed? Did you have the forecast you needed to make the right calls before this snow arrived?
The answer is yes, but it's not solely about my call. In the city of Atlanta, we have the state, we have myself, and we have the school system, which are all separate. And in the city of Atlanta, we started our snow treatment at 9 a.m. after getting our weathercast between 4 and 5. And almost every photo that you just showed is not in the city of Atlanta. In fact, within 24 hours, the roads in the city of Atlanta were more than 80% passable. So I just reviewed your report, and it focused almost exclusively on our city's highways, which the city does not have jurisdiction for. And most of those simply were not in the city of Atlanta.
And I'm trying not to play the blame game here. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone, but then let me just make it more general. Did officials of one level or another fail to make proper calls based on accurate forecasting that was coming from the National Weather Service?
Matt, here's what happened. We made an error in the way that we released our citizens. So the state made a judgment to release state employees. Private businesses made that judgment, and I made the call, and APS made the call.
And where was the coordination between those different levels? And I think you were at lunch with the governor as it started to snow. Did anyone talk to each other and say, let's not release everybody at the same time?
I've already acknowledged that I think that that was a mistake, and I was at lunch, but I had already ordered our streets to start being pre-treated by 9 a.m., which is why on yesterday, if the cameras had focused on the city limits, they would have seen that 80% of our streets are passable. And if you were in Atlanta right now, you would see that the streets in the city of Atlanta are clear. We've had 0 fatalities. We've handled more than 797 accidents. And we've reunited all of the children in the city of Atlanta with their families.
And Mr. Mayor,
and the photos you're showing right now aren't even photos of the city of Atlanta.
All right, they're obviously in the area surrounding Atlanta. Let me ask you this.
Well, then you all should say that, Matt.
Okay, and I'm saying it right now. This is the surrounding area. It's easy for people in the Northeast, I think, Mr. Mayor, to sit up here, because we're kind of used to snowstorms, and maybe even snicker a little bit and say this was the result of inexperience. Did a lack of experience with this kind of weather on a regular basis play a role here?
I think that it certainly plays a role. We don't have severe weather events of this kind often in the city of Atlanta or in Georgia. And so I think it's fair to say that it definitely played a role. But the city of Atlanta invested $2.5 million in snow equipment. And that is the reason that right now our streets are passable.
And real quickly, nobody loves Monday morning quarterback. I'm sure you don't like it right now. But the only thing useful from a Monday morning quarterback is lessons. What's learned from this?
Matt, what is learned from this is that the state, the city, the school board, and our private businesses need to stagger releasing our citizens to go home during severe weather events. I think it would have made a major difference if we had released our school and parents first, if private business had then left second, and then if government had left last, sending home non-essential employees and retaining the employees we needed to keep our city safe, which we did.
Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed, I appreciate your time this morning. I know you're busy, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate the time to speak with you.
All right, great. Thanks.
The key there, you said lessons learned, how to prevent this from happening again. That's the bottom line.
Let into session to begin with.
That first warning, what, 3:38?
3:30 a.m. Pretty enough time to cancel school.
Hopefully it will not happen again.